Good morning, gamers, and welcome back to the morning news. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Mikey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm currently live on YouTube and Twitch.tv. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got a lot to talk about this morning. We've got a lot to talk about, lots to go over this morning, so thanks so much for tuning in. We've got some AI cringe, we've got Warhammer in the Financial Times, and we've got new Gene Stealer Cults coming out today. It's a big day. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Again, I'm live on both YouTube and Twitch.tv. So if you're watching on either, make sure you say hi. Make sure you say hi. We've got a competition going. Who's going to be the most chatty? That's the question. Who's going to be the most chatty? I'm just waiting for my chat to catch up because I don't currently have chat. Let me use old school chat. Hello. Datsundes, how you doing? Radio, hello. Stream, hi, good morning, mercenary. Sass, hello to you. I don't appreciate being called a boomer. I don't understand what you mean. I haven't spoken to you today. Zap, hello. How are you all doing? I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well too. DOAN, good morning. Good morning, Zap. How are you? Fresh face and rested. Feeling good today. Feeling good. Feeling good. Morning, gamers. Woke. Good morning, Sass. Yo, Jamarty, thanks for the gift, bud. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Your stream title calls me a boomer. Does it? What? Did it call you out? Eleanor's getting lip sync issues. Hello. I know what you mean. I expected the plummet to arrive so we can have hot water again. So hyped for that. That's handy. I have the boiler man coming today, and he was like, I'll come between 12. Well, what time between 12 and 3? I was like, oh yeah, come about 2, mate, because I'm working in the morning. He was like, oh, I can't be that accurate, so I'll just be between 12 and 3. And I was like, right, okay. So the stream might end up pretty quickly. Okay, if it randomly ends at 12:30, that will be why. If I randomly run off, that'll be why. Okay, chat's caught up. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello there. I'm doing well, thank you. Watching over breakfast with my friend who is visiting from Germany and therefore held hostage. Well, welcome, friend from Germany. I hope you're doing well. Okay, Boomer. Hello, Batman Farm. Had like 4 hours sleep for no reason. I'm so ready for today. F in the chat. F indeed. So yeah, we got a lot to cover today. We're going to be talking about AI cringe as usual. A little bit of AI cringe. We've got secret level talk. And we've got Warhammer in the Financial Times. Like, actually in the Financial Times. Having the best Financial Times, you could say, about Warhammer PLC. But I hope you're all doing well. I'm currently live every day in December. We are on day 18. I haven't missed a single stream, which is pretty good. Pretty good going, I would say. Because I did promise if I missed a stream, I'd give 5 members. I've currently not missed one, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. So that's exciting. We love that. We love that. And yeah, so today we've got Gene Stealer Cults coming out at 12. A lot of people are expecting a lot of text, so hopefully we can break that down and make it nice and easy. It's so windy today. It is so windy today that like I can feel the house shaking. Because I live on like a huge hill. I live on like a massive hill. So like the wind is actually awful. Actually awful. So, I think it might have been scaring the cats. I don't think the cats are super happy about the loud wind. Because they keep jumping and running away. They're a bit scatty this morning. Like opening an advent calendar and every day is Mikey. Imagine opening an advent calendar, just me. You know? Imagine opening an advent calendar, just me every time. Don't think that'd be cute? Just me every day. Take out the little piece of chocolate that's shaped like me. I felt the wind riding my boat back to work, ripped me on the way home. Yeah, it'd be rough. If you can feel the house shaking, you might need a stronger foundation. Just you haven't lived in the UK long enough. You lived in the south of the UK, which isn't real UK. Clearly. My cat always a bit silly when it's windy. Yeah, just because of like there's like fucking like bins getting knocked over and shit like that. You know, so it's just loud. It's just loud, which I don't think they like. Which is understandable. If I was a tiny animal and there was loads of loud noises out of my prison, let's call it, I'd be worried out as well. The dog pissed in the kitchen overnight. It was so bad here. Shit her up. Yeah. Like, I don't normally like to, like, just rant about weather, but it is bad today. But it's really warm as well, which is weird. It was like 10 degrees. You don't care about the weather. You aren't here to talk about the weather. You talk about AI cringe. But just to reference, up here it's been like 1 or 2 degrees every day. And then today it's 10 degrees, but super windy. Like, super, super windy. You keep your cats in a prison? Yeah, their entire life is locked in this house. That's basically house arrest. Think about that. You have an animal, especially like an indoor animal. Their entire life is in your house. Isn't that weird? They don't go outside. They don't see anything. They don't see any sights. They live exclusively within 4 walls, which I think is pretty strange, you know? They don't have to pay rent. They do get their shit cleaned for them. They do get free food like 3 times a day and treats and lots of strokes, but they do live in 4 walls that they can never really leave. Isn't that strange? That's why not everyone should be allowed a pet. Anyway. I just thought, you know, just one of those things. One of those things that make... How do I apply for this? I'm sure there's systems out there, Stu, but it will cost you. Get some cat leashes and take them for walks. Yeah, we're going to do when they're a bit older. When they're a bit older, because we're a bit worried. I actually had a dream last night that... I had a dream that I opened the door to get a parcel and the cats both ran out. Because Elliot's got cats, but he's got like an airlock where he's got like a front door and then like a porch. So you can kind of like scuttle through and not let the cats through. But we've just got a door. So it was like, I had a dream that the cats escaped and I was like, I woke up in a panic. And then I realised they hadn't escaped. They was downstairs sleeping. But yeah, so I want to like get them on leashes and stuff, so they're kind of like used to the outside, especially like the area. So if anything does happen, hopefully they're like, they don't run away. They just go and like fucking sniff where they pissed last time, whatever. So yeah. It'll cost you your balls for it. True, it does cost you your nuts. My cats have a cat flop, and even then one of them has to shove out of the way as he's so lazy. Brilliant. You could train them, get them to respond to the door by going to a safe place and get them a treat. Yeah, for sure. It's just one of those things, right? Just like a random dream, and I was like, right, okay, we do need to actually probably do something about... Where's this come on? No. We do probably need to do something about it. We can't just like, just fingers crossed, you know what I mean? We've got to, there is a little bit of something to do. So, anyway, that's it now. Sad animal dreams. That you now won't be able to watch film where animals get hurt, ripped by pleasure. I'm sure I'll be fine. Just make sure you give the balls a funeral. What's fucking wrong with you? I think that people, especially blokes, are weird about like pets and their nuts. You know, I think they're weird. I'm not naming any names, but I have a friend who has dogs, and they were like, "I'm never getting his balls chopped off." Never. And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "I would never do that." I was like, "What?" Sorry. I just don't want my fucking cats like shagging each other because they're related, and that's really weird. Never ever consider that. Like, shut up, you psychopath. Yo, Martin! Thank you for the Twitch sub. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the primer. I'll be on 4 years if you continue to stream here. Well, you know. Now you just have to try again. I think I probably will continue multi-streaming on Twitch. I'm not sure about miniatures and models. I don't think it's working. I might even change my category now. Unless I put Warhammer in the tags. I do have Warhammer in the tags. I don't think miniatures and models is working for me. I'm going to change to Warhammer. Because Warhammer's a dead channel, but I get more views in it. Do you know about Nuticles? What? Just chatting might be huge. I feel like just chatting is such a crowded category. It is a just chatting stream though, but it is just such a crowded category. Don't just fucking YOLO. You know what? Fuck it. Why not today? While we're fucking exploring, let's just go to just chatting for today. Why not? What the fuck is a nautical? I don't want to Google it. It sounds gross. There's a Warhammer category. Yeah, but it's dead now. They're prosthetic balls for people who are insecure about their dogs being neutered. That's so weird. That's so weird. That is so strange. People shouldn't have pets without like a test. I'd pass it. I'd nail it. I'd nail it. But people shouldn't have pets without like a little test to be like, are you a psychopath? Are you fucking weird? I'm gonna get someone knock them together and then play Jingle Bells. More like Jingle Balls. More like Jingle Balls. Just fucking chop them off, bro. Either become a breeder or chop them off. You know. I've trained mine to get treats when I return home, so she stalks the porch for me when she's outside. Cute. Cute. I don't want to know anything about neuticals. That's fucking weird. My mate had one removers offered a stunt nut. A stunt nut. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, you know, like, that is just fucking weird. That's just weird. I feel like I can see it more in people, but having fucking fake balls on your dog, and not being funny, I'm not being funny, I love animals, but they are dumb. They do not give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. What if they get phantom nuts? I don't know why I just got like Revenge of the Phantom Nut in my head for some reason. Or just like a movie title, like a subtitle, Revenge of the Phantom Nut. Twitch of the Phantom Nut. If you're just chatting, shouldn't you try to be selling as bathwater? I'm just trying to get you to give some members, bro. Alright? If you want some bathwater, I can try. But I'm just trying to get you to give some members or become primers. Anyway, we did good job we're in just chatting because we are talking about nuts. We are talking about the balls. Objective markers are the bathwater and Warhammer. That's true. That's true. When you start looking at the microphone while I'm wearing a bikini, I want to get some more subs, bro. I get some more subs. Alright. Alright, chatters. Chatters on YouTube and twitch.tv/Hellstormwargaming. Just let you know. Just let you know. Bathwater and brand will be paint water. True. Very true. We've got some cringe to talk about. We love talking a little bit about cringe. There's actually some old cringe that someone retweeted this morning that I follow on Twitter from Fiverr.com. Can I get you to fart on my objectives? Not for free. Not for free, bro. This is old cringe, but it's cringe nonetheless. I didn't realize that Fiverr, you know, the website that just has lots of random people who try and sell services, such as like some random Indian blokes just like taking an image and saying they'll turn it into 3D models and then not doing anything with it and then trying to charge you 50 quid. Or I'll design you a website and it's just a fucking template that they'll put your name on. You know that website? You know that website? You know which one I'm talking about. They put a video in October. I can't believe I missed this. It's actually only got 400 likes though, so that is kind of a tell when they have 500,000 followers. You mean the place Squidward gets most of his content? Yeah, true. I didn't realize they put out the cringiest video ever about AI. Here we go.
We made this ad with AI and nobody cares. Nobody cares that you use AI.
Actually, everybody cares because you're all fucking scumbags. You're all pieces of shit. All right. I've got more to say. Let's watch more.
We get it.
You used AI.
We just care if it works.
If it disrupts.
Or converts.
Or makes a user dramatically cry.
Oh, I love this. Did they use AI?
No.
What's ironic is they say they use AI in this part of the ad, right? Nothing says innovation like AI buzzwords. And all of this is an AI generated illustration, and all of this is what AI spits out at you as well. You know? All of this shit is basically what happens when you try and get a shitty website to try and write you an article. I don't know how they could set up a self-own as big as that, of being like, when you write with AI, this is all you get, blah, blah, dog shit. The self-awareness is, like, uncanny at this point.
Get it.
You used AI.
We just care if it works.
If it disrupts.
Or converts.
Or makes a user dramatically cry.
Oh, I love this. Did they use AI?
Nobody cares.
AI built this spot.
Just make it work fast and I'll give it a shot.
Your boss doesn't care, and I would use with AI.
That's TMI.
She just wants ROI. Like a pen or a brush, AI is only a tool.
So don't brag like a pro if you front like a fool.
Just show what you did.
Beyond that, nobody cares.
Nobody cares that you use.
Also the point that they're like, wow, AI 3.5 was so bad, but AI 4.0 is so sick, and their hands are still backwards. That arm is still the wrong way. Which made me laugh. Did you know that they made this ad with AI as well?
They care about the
I
results.
don't know what gave it away except for all of it.
For the best ones, hire Fiverr experts who've mastered every digital skill, including AI. Oh, by the way, did we mention this ad was made with AI?
Nobody cares.
Right, okay. Just to break it down, just a little fun things, okay? A little few fun things. One, this has nearly 1 million views and less than 500 likes. Okay, which kind of says that people actually do care a little bit. Also, this is shit. It all looks shit, and they are self-owning themselves with stuff like this, being like, fucking, they can't even fucking be bothered to write this because AI wrote it, so AI can't even be fucking bothered. And the other thing, Fiverr, okay. Your entire business model, the entirety of your business model is paying people, or having one person, customer, pay Fiverr, not employee, but Fiverr, let's call it artist, do something that I cannot and earn from it, and then when I pay them, you take a cut. But if I use AI, I don't need the people on Fiverr. What are you saying? If you're telling me in your own advertising, using AI, that I should use AI, why do I go to Fiverr to pay anyone to do anything if all they're gonna do is use AI? Why don't I just cut the middleman, Fiverr, and the guy working on Fiverr, and just do that instead? Are you literally stupid? Are you literally brain dead? Your entire business model is reliant on people like me needing something done and paying someone else to do it. So why don't I just use AI instead? Why don't I just use Midjourney rather than hiring an artist on Fiverr? Why would I use fucking, I don't know, fucking Sora or whatever to fucking generate video rather than going to Fiverr to get video made there? Are you fucking dumb? It's part 2 of this story. Listen, people got fired for making it. I'm surprised this tweet is still up, considering it's so old. I want to see the hidden replies. It might be porn. Just in case. They're even they're hiding responses from their own clients. They're hiding responses from their own clients that use AI. Oh my god. That's really funny. That's really funny. AI made it, fucking idiot. This fucking sucks in your process. Fucking sucks. I'm not gonna. Oh, there's a JoJo meme. Wait, there's a JoJo meme. Not the result as I said. When you desire only the result, you start trying to take shortcuts. And when you start taking shortcuts, you might lose the sight of the truth. Eventually, you'll lose your motivation to. True. Actually getting fucking How many hidden replies are they? How many hidden Bro, I would show you. I'm just scared of like them hiding porn as well. But all I'll say is I'm still scrolling. I'm still scrolling. Okay. I'm still it's still going. It's still going. I think there's more hidden replies than there are likes. Oh, bro. Oh, dear. That's so funny. That's so funny. I'm going to retweet this now. We've just the... Can I hover over for it to... Does it not tell you what it does anymore? No. Right, okay. I'm not going to bother. Anyway, there's my funny AI cringe this morning from Fiverr.com. Actual cringe lord. Thanks to many kudos for pointing that out. The next AI cringe is thanks to the old government, annoyingly. Well, not just yet, but we're on the precipice of cringe AI. Now, Mikey, developing good prompting technique is an art. Literally the same as an artist. God, so judgmental. I know, yeah. Where's fucking Neil? What's his face when you need him? Let's be a second, chat. 1 sec. Is the AI delete's coming after me? I once made an AI where it's called Sharp's Diarrhea for Peach's Discord. I think I know how to master AI problems. Nice. Society was sure with the creation of AI we could eliminate boring tasks that allow everyone to be creatives. Instead, AI is killing the creatives industry. That's the problem. I don't think we should be replacing the E and the L in Hellstorm to AI. Just because when you say it out loud, it sounds a bit crazy. just as when you say it out loud, sounds a bit wild. I was checking downstairs and I thought someone was at the door, but it's just a letterbox blowing because it's so windy. Government, is it going to be AI video showing Tories using chip and pin machines properly or filling up normal people cars? True. Shit, I was thinking of the weather. Yeah, I know. Now, this one. UK, this is from yesterday, I think, in The Guardian. UK proposes letting tech firms use copyright work to train AI. Why do you do this? Fucking hell. Fuck me, why do you do this? Also, I forgot to set my goal. I've got a new goal on YouTube chat. If we get 10 super chats, I'll do a giveaway. Within an hour. Forgot to mention it. It shows up on screen now. Consultation suggests opt-out scheme for creators who don't want their work used by Google, OpenAI, and others. It's already too late. It's already too late. Campaigning for the protection of rights of creators have criticised the UK government proposal to let artificial intelligence companies train their algorithms on their works under a new copyright exemption. Which is so dumb. This is so dumb. Book publishers said the proposal put out for consultation on Tuesday was entirely untested and unevidenced, while Beban Kidron, a crossbench peer campaigning to protect artists' creative rights, said she was very disappointed. Under the proposals, tech companies will be allowed to freely use copyright material to train artificial intelligence models unless creative professionals and companies opt out of the process. So what they're basically saying is, it's totally okay for us to train on publicly founded arts, music, written documents, etc. But if you opt out, you can opt out. That's fine. But usually, once the fucking opted out, it's already too late. And everybody else who hasn't opted out because one, they haven't seen it, aren't with us anymore, or don't know how to have their stuff protected because it's via other companies such as like record labels, etc. It's too late. They just use your stuff. You know, what this is essentially saying is anything that you publish, that is published in the UK, can be used to train AI. You know? I mentioned this before, but I once had an AI service try and get me to forfeit my copyright in a book I wrote. What the fuck? If this is currently illegal, how did they do the Warhammer AI cringe? The problem is that it's illegal and they're still doing it because things like Midjourney, etc., are operating in a different country, so the legislation doesn't cover it, but the lawsuits take a lot longer. There's currently a lawsuit with Midjourney, etc., against 16,000 artists being infringed upon. It's just a long lawsuit. Franchise to Hellstorm in another country. Yeah. The change is seeking to resolve a standoff between AI firms, creatives. Paul McCartney warned the technology could just take over without new laws, while the government has warned legal uncertainties undermining investment in an adoption of AI technology. This is the problem. The thing is with it is, like, don't get me wrong, I do support Labour. I've not been fucking silent about that. But the problem is no matter what government you've got, there's always people bankrolling them. And they just see AI as like, well, if I can get AI to do it, then I don't have to pay a guy to do it, you know? That's what it's always going to boil down to. If I can get AI to do it, I don't need to pay someone to do it. So I can get it done for free. Doesn't matter about the water bottle that every time you use a prompt on fucking ChatGPT that costs. In terms of energy, it doesn't matter that the AI is just ruining any form of online search engine, for example, because it's all just AI slop, whether it's right or wrong, it's just got the right keywords. That doesn't matter to them. It's all about how much money they can save, you know? And this is the problem, you know? People who actually understand what's happening, like, you know, Paul McCartney of all people, Sir Paul McCartney of all people, and said it could just take over without new laws, and they're just like, well, you know, we can't really develop it with all these laws and legislations getting in our way. On Tuesday, news media organisation said such system would allow generative AI firms to shirk their responsibilities. Kidron said the government is consulting on giving away the creativity and livelihoods of the UK creative sector with worth about 126 billion a year. That's what they're wanting to give up. In terms of training AI models, so the AI model can do it in sense, so you can get dog shit like from Fiverr. I absolutely hate the contamination of our space with low-quality AI-generated content designed to be good enough at a glance. That's the thing. I was watching a video by a guy called Henry Lewis the other night, and he's really good. He's only got like 20,000 subs, but he's getting like 200,000 views a video. And it was talking about the state of YouTube, how on the one end you've got like television production videos, like, I know a lot of people don't like him, but like people like Mr. Beast, Mark Rober, etc. You know, that sort of level of content. And then right at the other end, you've got AI-generated slop. Just pure slop, like what we've seen in Warhammer. Just pure dog shit content that is good enough for people to listen to whilst they're, I don't know, on their way to work or going to sleep or whatever. And then in between is just a whole garble of mess that people don't really care about. I sit firmly in between. It's so wild that they are the two extremes that are working so well in terms of like quality of content on YouTube. It's the TV level production or AI slop. Just pure slop. Not to call her out, even Georgie watches AI slop. She watches fucking... also, Martin, shut the fuck up or I'll ban you, alright? I came here for Warhammer, not politics. Shut the fuck up, alright? Shut the fuck up. This is related to Warhammer. I'm talking about Warhammer right now, alright? I don't want politics in my Warhammer. This affects you every single fucking day, alright? It's happening in our industry every single day. This isn't politics. It's talking about people being robbed of their livelihood to train shit, okay? That is then being used to produce dog shit on the internet that you will have to consume, alright? Shut up. Don't watch my stream then. You know? Go watch someone else. I don't give a fuck. God damn it. I'm clearly very fucking pissed off. You won't tune into the morning news where I cover everything that affects the industry that I enjoy, such as gaming, art, creative, and Warhammer. Sorry, but don't watch my stream. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to be here. Ugh. Anyway. It's fucking dog shit, all of it. It's dog shit. I think Maggie doesn't like the Emperor Henry. Tech UK, which represents tech companies, welcome to consultation, which propose an exception to the UK laws preventing the use of someone's weight without permission that will allow companies such as Google and ChatGPT developer OpenAI to train their models on copyrighted content. You know? And then you just go on YouTube, and then you just fucking search Warhammer. Let's have a look at Warhammer uploaded in the last day, shall we? Or this week. Let's put view count. Okay, actual good shit. Alright. Oh look, AI dog shit. There it is. AI dog shit. There it is. Probably AI dog shit. I don't know about that one. Maybe not with Pancreas no work. AI dog shit. AI dog shit. Sorry, tell me I'm not talking about Warhammer? AI dog shit. Look at it. It's fucking everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Nah, it's not about Warhammer anyway. However, it also allows writers, artists, and composers to reserve their rights, which involves declaring that they do not want their work to be used in an AI training process. The government said there needs to be a great transparency from AI developers about this material that they use to train models, however they acquire it, and about the content subsequently generated. It could legislate around this, because that's all you see now. When you search shit, all you get is fucking dog shit as well. Just AI trained dog shit. Yo, lost of words. Thanks for the gift. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, bud. So, but the thing is once they just go, everybody's in until you opt out. That's dog shit. It should be opt in. You know, that is dog shit. Chris Byron, MP, the Data Protection Minister, said the proposal was a win-win for two sides that mean loggerheads over copyright regime. No, it's not, bro. Have it as an opt-in. Don't automatically take shit unless... That's just fucking losing your right to consent for the stuff that you've posted. Which is dog shit. Google AI gives the worst answers. It does. It does. This is about giving greater control to who? In a difficult and complex set of circumstances to creators and rights holders. No, it's not. And we intend to lead more licensed content, which is potentially a new revenue stream for creators, he said. No, you just want people to keep fucking making shit, to keep pumping into the AI algorithm so you can undercut everybody. Go to Fiverr and spend £3 on someone who typed a prompt on fucking ChatGPT. I just went back on the stream and I don't think you finished the call. I'm just watching AI. Yeah, she watches AI slop. She watches like 5 scariest reservoirs. She loves it. She loves it. And every time I'm like, turn this shit off. But again, it's one of those. It's just noise in the background. It's just noise in the background. That's all it is to some people. Even if I am engaged to a traitor. To be fair, Mark, you think of the overheads and got to spend £30 a month on mid-journey. Ah. 5 scariest reservoirs sounds like it slaps. One of them was Lady Bower, which is near me. Near us, she was like, whoa, Lady Bower call out in the middle of the night. Ah. Anyway, it's fucking bollocks. It's honestly bollocks. Fuck them. Fuck them. Honestly, fuck them. If you're in the UK, if you don't like this, you can write to your MP. I think I found this on Blue Sky. There's someone with like pre-wrote letters. Yeah, is this one? Today, the UK government announced a proposal to change copyright law for the benefit of AI companies that would cause huge irreversible harm to creators. More info below, but most importantly, here's what you can do to where you live. Email your MP, or you can write a letter, and you can basically just all just like templates to help. If you are interested in trying to go against it, not an AI letter. Funnily enough, no. Funnily enough, no. But if you want to download, there you go. She should watch Scary Interesting. It's the same stuff but not AI. Yeah, I keep trying to get her to watch anything else, but it's fucking dog shit she watches. Amazing how these changes are always one way. Copyright waived for AI, but you dare comment on a trailer and suddenly you're unmonetized. Yeah, exactly. That's why my fucking secret level video is taking ages, because I'm trying to like do it in a way that isn't just fucking react, you know, because it's fucking cringe. React is cringe, you know. You don't say, you can't just watch a video and laugh and not say anything. But yeah, it's just like, it's trying to navigate that. But then it's like AI could just take that video, watch it, and just make their own video out of it. They need to bring in a generated using AI icon that's visible on all content. Yeah, I agree. Oh, they just get rid of it. I think I'm going for big AI business to move HQs to the country. I think so. Yeah. Like most things, it's just for money. Like most things, it's just for money. Warhammer streamer railing against abominable intelligence, and he says he's not a law streamer. It's true, I'm not. It's not. Speaking of secret level, it has been renewed for a second season, which is really cool. So this was announced yesterday that secret level was renewed for season 2 on Amazon Prime. I think it said there was one of the most... Yeah, the series is an adult... No, wait. There it is. Amazon says that Secret Level achieved the most watched animated series debut of all time for the streamer within the first week, which is very cool. Billy, thanks for the cheer. Appreciate it. So short-sighted cash grab. Yeah, for sure. Always the same, mate. The exact viewer numbers were not provided. According to the measurement from Luminate, the series was watched for 155 million minutes in the US during its first week of availability, which translates to roughly 1.4 million views when divided by its 109-minute runtime. That's not a great deal. That's not a great deal, man. 1.4 million views in a week. That really makes you think, doesn't it? That's fucking people I watch on YouTube get more views than that in a day. Critical has 800,000 views in 10 hours about an alpha male. You know, just looking at my subscriptions. Just looking at my subscriptions in 10 hours, 800,000 views. Isn't it wild? And people don't take YouTube seriously. Brady kill for 1.4 million views? Yeah, I would. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying in the context of things, that doesn't feel like a lot. It doesn't feel like a lot, considering. 1 million is a target number for TV shows. I'm trying to find someone else with like similar sort of views. There's no mega like 1 milli in the first day that I'm subscribed to. I'm sure there is though. There will be, obviously. YouTube videos made in a cave has more views. He made that video in a cave. Honestly, can't wait for Secret Level Concord episode to be the best episode and make them pull a Morbius. They did say, a lot of people I've seen have said that the Concord episode was really good. Get them sort of view numbers just showing a pic of Henry Cavill in the video description. True. True. Anyway, chat. How do you explain Warhammer to boomers? Alright, the main title of the show. How do you explain Warhammer to boomers? Well, that's what the Financial Times did. And I think they mostly captured it pretty well, actually. But I just thought it was funny how the fucking Warhammer's in the FT again. It's like FX chess. The reason Warhammer is in the FT is because it is now worth more than most companies in the UK. It is one of the largest companies in the world. But it is listed in the flagship FTSE 100 index and has reached an agreement with Amazon to produce TV shows with Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill mention. It's Warhammer, Graham. For several reasons, GW is a catnip to journalists. A lot of us are nerds. Warhammer is for nerds, and nerdy stuff is often colourful in that it lets you write about fun things like orcs and sorcerers rather than unfun things like adjusted, whatever this is. I don't know. One reason in particular is also counted to many investors. Game shows has made them absolutely boatloads of money. Look at the stock price. My boomer parents are well acquainted with Warhammer. I used to spill my paints everywhere. Chat, go woke, go broke. Go woke, go broke, everybody. It's now worth more than 40,000 a share. What's devastating is my friend told me to get in here. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. My friend was like, yeah, buy now. And I was like, no, no way. I'd be so rich. To the moon. How many shares do you have? None. I wish I did, though. I should have bought it here. Should have bought it there. Isn't that crazy, though? Isn't it absolutely fucking wild? I got offered shares as part of a salary scheme when I went back there in 2010. I bet you're like, nah. Nah. Hey, looking at this shit 2010. Bro. Bro. Lich. Bro. I saw someone zoom into the dip just left at the current peak at the time. I was like, whoa, camera is doomed. Yeah. Doomed, I say, at 30,000 a share. Doomed at 30,000. So it's now worth 41,000 per share. It's now a £4.6 billion company, making it more valuable than EasyJet, British Land, Burberry, Tate & Lyle, Greggs, ITV,
Super chat,
or
£2.
Manchester United.
Got the run. Shame to miss GSC detachment.
God damn, Andy. Thanks for the 2, mate. Really appreciate it. Look at that. 1 out of 10. Maybe we can get 10 out of 10. That'd be cool. It's mad to think Warhammer was almost going under when we were kids. Yeah. When I got into it, like here, it was on its way out. It was on its way out. But it's worth more than Manchester United. Isn't that wild? Isn't that just fucking crazy? I think it is anyway. And then fucking Tate Lyle. Isn't that the fucking sugar company? Isn't that the sugar company? I'm pretty sure they sell sugar. Yeah. Glober in sweetening. United are like 1 billion in debt. Brilliant.
Super chat, £2.
Yeah, thanks for the 2.
Glory 40,000.
But yeah, so obviously the big ones are EasyJet, Greggs, and ITV. So it's worth more than all of those. It's also worth more. It's twice the size of Rathbones. I don't know what Rathbones is. What's Rathbones? Wealth and Investment Management. The 282. Oh yeah, it literally says that. I'm so dumb. And more than 3 times the size of Aston Martin. I mean, fucking car companies are failing because of China anyway. I could smash a Greggs. Well, guess what? Games Workshop could smash Greggs as well. Just financially. It's Keith Ashworth. Fucking hell, that was hard. That's a hard name to say. Imagine being called this at like 6 months old. Oh, it's our old Keith Ashworth Lord. He's a babby. He's not lost to me that the shares are at 40k. Thanks to the team, mate. Really appreciate it. The Chief Investment Officer at Sanford Deland Asset Management says it's one of British great success stories, and let's face it, it kind of needs one. This is a very long article, so I'm not going to go over all of it, because what it does, it essentially tries to explain what Warhammer is as a whole. Most part of history, the company was founded in the 1970s, over time started making specific stuff for nerds. Over more time, got increasingly better at making stuff for nerds, to the point that it's one of the UK's biggest companies. In the midst of all that, there were purges, bad times, end times, and lucrative foray to Middle Earth. But if you want that, an associate advisor, main SEO as you cover, this is Alphaville, so let's geek out. This goes into like some serious insight into like the finances of Games Workshop, of like where they make their money and stuff. So I thought that'd be interesting to have a look at. That child was born as a 35-year-old. Imagine if he gets knighted. Lord Keith Ashford Lord. That'd be very good. This journal sounds like they played Old World, yeah. So these are all the games that they're referencing. And then this is the thing. This is what made me laugh when I was reading it. Among the uninitiated, a mention of Warhammer to one of 2 responses after disdain. Confusion with Warcraft, the Blizzard franchise of Orcs, Elves, and Light, which shares some Tolkien-esque quality with Games Workshop Fantasy Universes. Or confusion with Dungeons and Dragons against this operating by Wizards of the Coast. I've had both those conversations. You know? I've had both of those conversations. No, it's not. Warcraft's a video game. Dungeons and Dragons is like similar in that it has miniatures, but it's completely different. Similar in the sense that it's not. It's similar that you don't know anything about it. They just got to explain what Warhammer is, putting in fucking memes about it, which I thought was good as well. Just like fucking this meme. This meme's so old. To be fair, Gino, you did have D&D rooms. Yeah, for sure. The stores used to get calls to see if we had any Wii consoles in stock. True. I believe that. This journalist definitely throws his that. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's a great article though. I don't want to sit and read it all. I just want to look at the stats. Here we go. So core revenue, as you can see, when I got into it back here, it was making like 125 million. Now it's making 494 million a year. Actually, fucking wild. And the thing is with it, it's not only just because it's grown since I got into it, like pre-2009. It's that it's grown so much every year. Like, you think the pandemic 2020 was making shy of 300 million. Then they fucking grew 100 million in a year. Then not so much. Then fucking 70 million. And then another 50 on top. Isn't that wild? People say go won't go broke, and they also say 3D printers, and they also say opposing games, but nobody is making this sort of money. Hellstormwargaming claims he's the reason for GW's success. To be fair, I started making videos around here. To be fair, Hellstormwargaming first video. Hellstormwargaming first video when? I don't know why I typed all that out with one hand. What the heck? Was it 2016? Eight years ago. This is my first video, by the way, chat. Me telling my friend Joel that I finished magnetizing his knight. 2016. Okay. 2016. See that? Beginning of. 2015. Oh shit, they lost money. They made less money that year. They made less money that year. That was just me finding my feet. Once I found my feet, fuck yeah, let's go. This is the direct correlation, chat. It lines up. It lines up, chat. The direct correlation. Bam. Bam. There it is. How long until someone starts claiming it's a Brexit success? This was Brexit when they lost money. This is the year of Brexit, right? 2016? The year they lost money? They made less money that year? Only a tiny bit, but still. This is what I thought was interesting as well. This is how much they make. Like how they make their money. So books is actually only 2% of their income. I imagine books includes Black Library, but I don't know if codexes will come under accessories or not. I'm really not sure. But most of it, obviously, is miniatures. It's 75% of their income. But then things like royalties, I think this will be like from video games. I don't know how old this is. I don't know if this is super up to date, because I think this will be a bit different this year. But royalties will be from like licensing, from selling Joy Toy, from Space Marine 2 example. That's that sort of income. Digital and apps will be the Warhammer TV, I imagine. Warhammer Plus, which has actually turned into quite a large bit. 2% of 5 billion is still big numbers. Yeah, for sure. People underestimate the fact that 3D printing is a very lazy prediction that will destroy GW. Yeah, for sure. It's easy to have it to be most of your profit when it costs 1/10 of what it sells for. This isn't core profit. This is sales. Isn't there a different tax rate on things like books? Probably, mate. It might be a little bit out of my league, that bit. But I just thought that was interesting. Like, 9% is paint, which is understandable. Only 2% is books, but I don't know if that's just Black Library books or codexes as well. 6% on accessories, so this will be things like fucking Citadel tools, etc. Citadel tools, tape measures, random bits and bobs like little merchandise. And then digital and apps is Warhammer TV, Warhammer Plus, etc. And then 5% of royalties. And then this is how much they sell by trade, etc. So more than half the stuff they sell is sold through other shops. Would Dice Wonder accessories? Yes, mate. Are they about to build a new paint factory? I think so. I think so. This is the money in terms of where it's selling, which might make you start to understand their plans or things that they've done, especially like in the last year. You know, if you look at the UK, which is the bottom one, they've seen a general decline in sales. Tracy's selling to FLG, yes, mate. That's selling to third parties, etc. But we've seen it in the UK. There's actually been a trend in decline in the UK of the amount of stuff sold, like over the past few years. I mean, it was generally on the climb until 2022. Then it generally dropped. Now 2022 was end of 9th edition, also lockdown. You know, this is like lockdown, coming out of lockdown, etc. Even North America, they've actually only grown since. Now, I don't know. Like, a lot of people have obviously noticed that a lot of GW's, let's say, focus in the past few years has been in... 1 second. A lot of GW's focus has been in the US. You know, look at, like, all of the US Opens, the World Championships, you know, the new stores that they're doing over there. A lot of it's been very US focused rather than the UK. And I don't know if this is because of that. I don't know if they started doing that because of the sales or because of the sales is growing in the US, you know. It definitely feels like there's been more of a focus in the US. Look at all of the events that they do showcases at are all in the US, you know. That's also because the events team is based in the US. No, but that's what I'm saying. Is the events team based in the US? Have they strategized to move the events team and make an events team in the US because of the increase in sales? Or is this increase of sales because it's there? Does that make sense? Is it because... Did they focus on a US events team because the sales are higher, or did they put the events team to make the sales in the US higher? That's what I'm saying. I think it's probably the former. I think probably they saw they were just selling way more there because it's just a bigger place. You know, if you think it, to be fair though, when you look at like UK and Europe together, which will probably ship together anyway, even with Brexit still a pain. What's that? 290, 280? So technically this is a larger segment together, but UK alone, compared to North America, obviously ourselves. Does also the US actually encourage you to paint and play in store and they're showing growth surprise Pikachu? Yeah, the thing in the UK, right, is all the stores are too small. The stores are very small. They're like space is a premium here, where it's not in the US. GW is making no issues making people move for jobs. So if the events team is in the US, there's a reason for it more than just that's where they lived. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, is that focus in the US because of the larger sales or because they want larger sales? Which I think is interesting. I think it's a really interesting graph. There's been a decline of wargamers in the UK as more UK gamers are taking up trading card games. Actual conversation I've had with distributors. Interesting. Age has to be the growth market for the next 5 years. I wonder if the game/TV is predominantly supporting this. Yeah, for sure. Like, look, if you look at, like, it has grown. Well, let's look at Asia specifically. 15, 17, 25. They know that there is market in Asia. Look at things like the Warhammer Heroes sets, which are directly or like almost copying Gunpla/Bandai type models, and blind boxes like gacha, which is huge in places like Japan. Obviously, as a Japan connoisseur who's just been and seen it all in person, if you look at like some of the marketing strategies, you can see that they are trying to break into the Asian market, you know, because Space Marine Heroes, the Death Guard one, the Ultramarine one, the Blood Angel one, and now the new Space Marine one, the Primaris one, it's all blind boxes. What do they love in gacha? What do they love in Japan? Sorry, they love seeing what they can get and trying to buy one and trying to get it. They love gacha. They love stuff like that. You know, becoming an expert something 10 years or a 2-week holiday. Listen, I'm a journalist. Okay, I'm an accredited journalist, accredited on Twitter at one time. So you can see that whilst they're obviously growing in the US with like the events team, they're definitely on a worldwide strategy, you know. And it has grown. Like growing that 8 million in a year is great. Oh, did you go to Japan? I hadn't heard. Shut up. Mike has to go to Japan for research. I do. I should. So yeah, so Australia and New Zealand is still climbing, which is interesting considering how much they charge for Space Marines over there. Considering how much they charge for Space Marines over there, that's quite surprising. Genie would absolutely love to hide the fact that Space Marine Captain costs £30 and making him a rare pull from a £5 Space Marine pack. That's literally how it works, right? That's how all gacha stuff works. Anyway, I thought this was quite interesting, especially around here, you know? We went from... They had such a climb in 2021. I'm trying to think when 9th edition was. So, 1, 2, 3. 9th edition launched here. And it was successful, but then they had lockdown as well. So I don't know if like the edition was successful or lockdown was successful. Or both, or one or the other. It's just saying people in 2018 about inflation and Aussie prices. Yeah, true. Could just be inflation. But anyway, I thought this one was like super interesting with just like how much they make in different places, and you can see like the strategies of them. Because they're making next to nothing compared to the other countries. Now that's like quite a good chunk, you know, in Asia, for example. And there's profits, chat. Here's the fun one. 203 million in profit last year. Before tax. But you can see 170 to 203, another 30 million in profit, and they still won't give any of their staff pay rises. Just saying. This is when I got into Warhammer. This is when I got into Warhammer. When it was doing really bad. This sort of year. Actually, this year. Probably 2006, 2007. This is when I was told to buy in. No, this is when I was told to buy in, like 2012, I think. Giving the staff pay rises will make the number go slightly less. That's true. But yeah, you just look at this. This was lockdown, you know. This was lockdown. They literally made 60 million more because they just sold everything. They just sold everything here. Is this when Lord of the Rings saved GW? No, this is around here, I think. I don't think it was like 2007. I think it was earlier than that. Wasn't it the year they were caught giving shareholders too much dividends? I don't know. My local GW closes when the staff member goes on his lunch break and isn't open every day. Glad to see them promise at work. Luring was early thousands. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. That's after fines. I don't know what's GW dividends 2007 news. This is 2008 we're talking. Chunky first half loss lends itself to military analogies. Management is adamant that while this particular battle may have been lost, it's gradually winning the war. It's cut its dividends in struggling continental Europe. This is 2008, chat. The reason to be hopeful, the news of the US is encouraging with higher sales to independent retailers, and the signs emerging from Japan look good. Still working on that one. The newly appointed Chief Executive Mark Wells says that continental Europe was disappointing. New management has been installed there to remedy flagging sales. Was this when they brought fucking what's his face in? The first of once-in-a-lifetime global recessions we have. The half-year dividend was cut with no second half payout on the cards either. Games Workshop will use the cash to fund its cost reduction program, which should deliver an annual savings of $7 million. Mr. Wells says that the fundamental cost margins of working capital now under control, the group can focus on sale delivery. Land Banks expects to reduce its adjusted full-year pre-tax profit effort from 4.4 to 3.6, which suggests that its full-year adjusted EPS forecast will fall from 8.4 to 7.5p. Interesting. Yeah, they were struggling. This is what I think. This is like the first recession, and them spending loads of fucking money. Very interesting, though. Very, very interesting for sure. What else have we got? What have we got next? Cost of replicating Games Workshop. There'll be about £500 million with the biggest chunk of that, including IP generation. What about then? They still have local offices in all countries. As far as I know, they mostly run that shit from Nottingham now. Yeah, I think so. This is talking about more about the history, talking about how it's got some weird people. They bring up the Talavera GT here. Another big potential growth area is women. Based on the similarly web stats on who is visiting GW's websites, Peel Hunt reckons the hobby is split 4-1 in favour of men. The company itself is 3-1 men-women. We caution against assuming too much of web traffic stats, but it's a rough guide. There's a huge amount of white space here, says Patrick O'Donnell and Goodbody, one of the few analysts that cover Games Workshop. Who's won before is a question that occasionally bubbles up, with the most prominent recent example in 2021 where a player turned up in competitive 40k tournament in Spain wearing a swastika, another Nazi iconography. Does this article not contain any D&D models? No, it's had that at the beginning, saying that like that's what people usually get confused with. And then the George Floyd era of the internet. Obviously, people love to post this one and say that's not what they meant on Twitter. Talk about the satirical nature of it. Talk about how cool it is. I don't think there's any other stuff. This is like the full history about like when they took on Lord of the Rings. Well, this is interesting. The Lord of the Rings were rated 13, a mixture of PG and 12A in the UK. Can 40k be done justice in PG-13? We'd argue not, which makes a clearer parallel to something like Game of Thrones, which was absurdly popular but might not be a viable hit with younger teenagers. Aiming for universal appeal could also be a double-edged chainsword. Like many fandoms, GW has fans who are complaining if the 40k is dumbed down too much, made too child-friendly, or if it goes woke. Because people are people, there is likely to be a cataclysmic event in pockets of online discourse if GW ever reveals a female space marine. Do these people matter? Will they go anywhere else? It's a risk, absolutely, says Bullers. GW will have to work very closely with Amazon to make sure that, yes, it's authentic, absolutely, but also you clearly don't want to alienate or exclude large swaths of the population. They have to really tread on an absolute line to be true to authenticity of the stories in the world, but at the same time make content as appealing to as many as possible. A double-edged chainsaw is called a chainsaw. Brilliant. I don't think there's much else. Oh, here it is. We found it. Even its chief executive, Kevin Rantry, formerly of the firm known as PWC, and farmer and British posho, a parallel Providenda barber, has virtually no profile. The Sunday Times, which recently listed Roundtree as one of its business people of the year, used a photo of Ultra Space Marine instead. This was the hit list chart. Do you remember I mentioned that like 2 days after the Luigi's Mansion incident, Luigi's Mansions 2, great game, they posted a fucking hit list on fucking in the fucking paper. This is the hit list, and they just had a picture of a Space Marine because there's no pictures of Kevin Roundtree on the internet. An artist rendering, there's no photograph of him appears to exist. This is so funny. This is so good. He knew there was going to be a Luigi's Mansion 3 and said, I'm not going to be on the internet. Fucking hell, the wind's awful. I imagine it to be Calgo on the toilet. I think the fact that GW made female custodians shows they don't give a fuck about chuds, which they shouldn't. You know, I watched a fucking dipshit video last night, Endymion. And oh my god. Oh my god. He's so dumb. He annoys me so much. He spent 25 minutes complaining that Amazon has bought Games Workshop, which is not right. And then they talk about Rings of Power, obviously. And then he talks about Naughty Dog game, obviously. And then he talks about the Custodes woman being ugly. And I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Wait, is that drilled lads cannon? Yeah, it's to one side as well. He's a Geordie, actually. Well, I assume he's a Geordie. He's got a Northeast accent, and I think it's a Geordie accent. I don't think it's Teesside or anything. I think on the wiki, he's like fucking... There's another picture of him. Why are you watching this nonsense? Just to see how fucking dumb they are. That's an old heavy bolter. It is a heavy bolter, yeah. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting. I thought that was like super interesting, like a really interesting article. If for people who do read the Financial Times who don't know anything about Warhammer, this is a really good explanation. And it's I thought like a lot of the stats are really interesting as well. So I know it's a little bit different, looking like loads of just like super finance bro of me to look at it. But it's really a really good article. And again, if you've ever tried to talk to someone about Warhammer, it's those two things, right? It's talking about fucking World of Warcraft or D&D every time. For people who don't know about Warhammer, you said this to Valrak. I think Valrak got to here and then gave up. I think Valrak got to the 4th paragraph and called it a day. I saw Val do a video on this. Yeah, I think this is where he's seen it. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about it because he made a video about Greg's, obviously. But yeah, I think he read 4 paragraphs and called it a day. He was like, Greg's, I'm out. I'm going to go get a Greg's. I love Greg's. Yeah, a good article, though. Really good article. I think the Financial Times mentioned Warhammer a couple of times recently. How Warhammer Maker made it to the FTSE 100. I think that's why they've maybe done this one. Because I think they've done this and then gone, no fucking knows what it is. Nobody knows what this is. Fucking look at that. I think this must have been the Henry Cavill announcement, surely. He tries, he does. I love Barak, he's so funny. He's kind of like a laugh at but with type person, if that makes sense. You're kind of laughing at him, but he's laughing with you. And that's cool. And then this one, Triumph of Orcs, why Britain needs more Games Workshops. Show me the stock price. No pictures, not interested. I like the pictures, I like the graphs. I'm laughing at Valrak for not reading, but I like the graphs too. Yeah, fuck me. What's that climb? What happened on the 21st of November? What happened on the 21st of November? Why they were holding that pick? Because they get confused with D&D again. Big uptick when they announced profits were higher than expected. Ah, Uzaz, thanks for the that makes sense. That makes sense. Grotmas. Yeah, this is when they announced Grotmas. That's when they hit the footsie. Right, okay, that makes more sense. I don't think Raw here inbox would make it jump 2,000 per share. Could just be a big investor. It's quite a dramatic jump though. You know what I mean? You don't see anything really like that. I mean, even there, that's only shy of 1,000, maybe just over 1,000. That's double the jump there. I bet every time Cavill posts about Warhammer, it's a slight bump. When did he post about it? He was there, 10th, a week ago. Was it a Friday? What day did Cavill? Was it the Death Watch coming back? That was here when it went down. They dropped a Space Marine 2 update on the 21st. I don't think they did. When did Cavill tweet about it? Was it the 13th? He dropped it at 9 o'clock, just after the stock markets opened. The 10th. Yeah, there's a bump there, look. A bump. Interesting. So yeah, there was a bump when he posted about it. Just there, look. Not exactly a small one. It looks small there, which is because they're playing with so much money. I mean, it's dropped down since, but... 10th, same as the Space Marine 2 update and secret level. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot happened that day. That's not an insignificant bump. It looks it when you fucking look here. Actually, no, not really. You can see the climb, look. Interesting. Very interesting. That's Brexit, I think. No, that's not Brexit. Wild. Did not happen there. Someone got scared there. Mikey should have invested in GW instead of in chat. I know. I've invested so much in chat and I've got nothing to show for it. Those folks that got shares a couple of decades ago are rolling in cash at the minute and being able to afford GSC soon. That's what's funny. You know, that's what's funny because I bet everybody who cashes out at GW buys a new army and then takes the money elsewhere. You know? I would put money on everybody who cashes out Games Workshop buys an army with it. Not exclusively with the profits, but then spend a lot of the profits on a new army. If Henry Cavill mentions are increasing stock prices, then some YouTubers are holding their share price like It's so sad though, isn't it? It is so sad. I can't overstate just how sad it is. Just like, obviously there's going to be people who are posting about it. You know? There's going to be people posting about it. But some of it's sad, you know. Fucking when Asmongold's talking about it as well. We are so back. Just shut the fuck up. You know. Henry Cavill Warhammer announcement. This looks like just a roundup of the news. Wait, there's a Witcher mention, so probably against Wokies. Damn them Wokies. Let's see what else has been mentioned in this video. I'm not giving a review. This is dog shit. This is honestly the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen. But this is just... Games Workshop buys rights to Warhammer 40k. And then he goes in to say Amazon's bought Games Workshop. I'm like, are you stupid? But look, fucking... You got the fucking LGBTQ plus flag. IGN laying off staff. What's that got to do? Games Workshop sells rights to Warhammer 40k to woke Amazon. Plus Henry Cavill future in danger. 150k views. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Misinformation does sell, sadly. You know how much money I'd make if I just did shit like this? Just bit the bullet and just went, you know what? Gay Cavill. Henry Gayville. Make at least £10. The idea of Amazon being woke is a mental leak. Yeah, because of Rings of Power. Don't forget. That failed because of diversity. They tried to shove diversity into it. That's what they say. Have you seen people complaining that New Witcher isn't attractive enough? Yeah. Henry Cavill in Warhammer. More AI slop. I mean, that's not Henry Cavill. That's a video game. Hello. What's up? What's up? Come on. I'm a bit nervous with all the fucking wind. Does bro use the same thumbnail? Bro's used the same thumbnail. Look at this thumbnail. Look at this thumbnail. Now look at this one. They mirrored him and changed the colour of him. They literally mirrored him. Is it the same fucking channel? It's two different channels as well. This could be huge. Fucking based. Saved. Oh, it's just sad, bro. What's up? I'm gonna go see to my cats a minute, alright? BRB chat. They're just running. I'm back. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry about that. Inky was chirping and his like tail was like fluffed up, so he was like looked a bit nervous. So I gave him some treats. I think it's I think that again they're just a bit nervous about the noise, especially like because the wind, everything's banging about outside. So and shit's falling over. So I think they're just a little bit sad, a little bit scared. I love cats on stream. I'm not gonna force them. You know what I mean? If they want to come up, they want to come up. But they're just chilling outside. Outside, downstairs. Thought the guy come to fix the boiler. Not just yet. Not just yet. Alright, chat. We are currently waiting for the new Gene Stealer Cults detachment, which as of yet hasn't been uploaded. They have uploaded a bunch of updates for Age of Sigmar, so I think that tells you a lot. I think that does tell you a lot, but all of these are the updated faction packs. They aren't the roundups. Then again, you got this. Then again, you got this. They aren't the complete roundups, which I was thinking. Oh, no, this isn't either. So, all of these will have updates in, but they aren't officially released yet, hence no battle scroll, etc. Oh, then again. Battle profiles and rules updates. Oh, they have updated it now. They have updated it now. Let's have a look at AOS for 5 minutes, shall we? So, AOS... Is it your boiler break? Nah, it's a routine checkup I'm going to have done. So, Age of Sigmar has its new battle scroll, and the battle profiles have been published already for some reason. About 2 hours early, but fair enough. So, they've had a little update. Army's going to include Hypta, that's Path to Glory. Season rules. The main change is here. Okay, so double turn has been nerfed again. Chuds, Femstones, GW gone woke, go broke, boycott GW lasting FTSE 100. If you take a double turn, your opponent is the underdog for the rest of the battle or until they take a double turn. If you're losing by 6 or more points, you do not suffer any penalties for taking a double turn. Can pick a tactic, opponent doesn't automatically count as underdog. So that's the big change, because previously, if you were the underdog, you obviously get some benefits from the mission. But now, if you are losing by 6 or more points, you do not suffer a penalty for taking a double turn, which means you can still choose a battle tactic. Which means if you're on the back foot and you get a double turn, you're not being penalised for it. You know, obviously the double turn is... it's actually been buffed rather than nerfed, I should say. It's actually a really interesting one, because obviously the double turn is so crucial. But sometimes you get the double turn and you're already just lost. You've already just lost. So this gives you like a really good incentive if you are losing to actually take the double turn and not just being like, right, okay, I'm going to put myself in a physically good position, but I'm still losing on points, so I couldn't choose a battle tactic this turn. Just one more turn, and one more addition, the double turn might just be gone. I think the double turn's fine, especially with this change. I think this is pretty fine. What's your strategy? Just to take the double each turn? My strategy was, when it didn't always work, don't forget, was to, position myself in a strong position, then try and double turn to try and overwhelm my opponent. It didn't always work. It didn't always work, or I'd win every game, right? Which kind of shows you it's not always that good. They've also added 2 Honor Guard abilities. Gone is the shooty one. And Blades with more regiments, their opponent can choose his second Honor Guard ability on another unit in another regiment. So obviously if you have more regiments than your opponent, usually you're not choosing who goes first. And you're usually on the downside. Whereas now you're getting a second Honor Guard ability. So there's kind of buffs to not trying to force a 1-drop army that goes first and then double turns. They've also made lots of little updates. Again, I never need to make a presentation for Age of Sigmar because it does it all for me. Iron is Cryptborn, has Ruination Chamber, which is cool. Cities of Sigmar, Fusel, Majon, Ogres, Warhols, Mark. Target ability now gives +1 to hit for all attacks, not just shooting. Entirely Avengers, Lead from the front ability has been reworked. It now gives +1 to wounds and a 5+ ward instead of the previous effect. I don't know what the previous effect was, but there you go. Counter Nova, Sky Vessel Cover now gives -1 to hit for all attacks, not just shooting attacks. Seraphon, Lord Croak has now +1 to unbind, and his Celestial Deliverance has been reworked to increase range and make the damage more reliable. Rip Adapter Riders and Terran Riders now have a 2-inch coherence range. We've seen this a few of these, like Plague Drones and Pusco Blight Lords now have 2-inch. This is going to be really good. GSC thingy's up. Okay, I'll look at this and we'll do GSC. So this is nice, because obviously they're quite large models. Having a 1-inch coherency was really difficult. Change Discorporate. So Nighthaunt basically don't have all-out defense because they have an unmodifiable save. So Discorporate is get a 5+ Fin of Pain. They've now changed it to hero phase instead of a reaction, which means you have to... This is another nerf to Nighthawk, because even with the nerfs that they've already had, they're still like a 60-odd% win rate currently. What they've done is they've made it so a unit in the hero phase has to get the feel no pain rather than when you are targeted. It just makes it so bad. That is awful. So everyone else gets all-out defense. You already have a 4-up save that can't be modified. So if you want to get the feel no pain, you have to choose it in the hero phase now. So your opponent, you can spend it. Your opponent can just be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a different unit then. Just gonna change where I move this turn." That is a really brutal change. That one. Anyway, what else have we got? Flesh Eater Course added address loyal subjects ability to make it easier to generate noble deed points. And Grand Justice Gourmet can now generate noble deed points when using the Delusional Justice Saves ability. So that's the fucking judge guy. So noble deeds are quite good. They get like quite a lot of abilities, but I don't think Flesh Eater Cores are really doing very much competitively, like meta wise. So giving a few extra Ds is good. And then Gothic Star Harvest are the one I care about. Gothic Star Harvest, the Bone Harvest is a bit easier because now it used to be models in engagement range. Now it's models in units in engagement range. Which is good because obviously then they can't like they can like stop trying to control who's dying to get your harvester points. Last few, Screech is now Wizard 2 rather than Wizard 1. Plague Furnace and Screaming Bell is now 13-inch range instead of 6. I'm sure Big C will be happy about those two. Blood Tithe got a little nerf. They can be used once per phase. Sorry, a little buff because of once per phase rather than once per turn. Europhoric Killers and now affects Companion Weapons. I can't remember what that ability is. My apologies. And then Maggotkin, Fleshy Abundance now lets you pick either effect instead of always having to heal if the unit is damaged. So I think, yeah, I think the... I can't fucking remember. That's the problem. I don't play AOS enough to know every single rule off the top of my head. Wrong app. Fleshy Abundance. Let's have a look at that one. Fleshy Abundance. If the target is damaged, heal D3. If the target is not damaged, subtract 1 from the wound roll to the attack target in that unit. Ah, okay, so you get to choose, which is nice. And then Plague Giants and Postcard got a 2-inch coherency, which is cool. And then there's a couple of changes for Destruction. We're obviously not seeing much for like Iron Jaws or Cruel Boys. They've got a Battle Tome coming out sometime soon in the future. Good Spike gets +1 to hit instead of wound. Monsters can add 2 to trample charge rolls. So Ogres aren't very good, but they made them a little bit scarier. And then Sons of Bahamut, they've changed this to not a non-rampage. There's lots of things that deny rampages. And I think only one of them could do it, I think, or something because of Rampage. But basically just made it... It's just a random ability that people can't stop now. And then they made pretty much everything hit more in combat, which is cool. The AOS rules update is huge with the double turn. Yeah, the double turn one is the main change here. And then you got new Honor Guard abilities. So these are the Honor Guard abilities that have changed. They've got rid of the one. Oh, have they got rid of the one? Pick a friendly unit in a lead-in regiment. You can add 1 to hit rolls and wound rolls for attacks made by the Honor Guard that you target the enemy general or the enemy Honor Guard if it's within general's regiment if the target is within 12. I thought they got rid of that one, but it turns out they haven't. Unless it's just in my document they have. And then this one, pick a friendly non-fly infantry hero in, but not leading the regiment, to be that regiment's honor guard. Add 2 to the move characters of friendly non-fly infantry units that are wholly within 12. That is insane. That is insane, bro. That's so good. Damn that Lord... that new Lord Stormcast art. Yeah, that's the new Lord Relictor, I think he's called. Field Sergeant is crazy. Bro. With LCR Bone Reapers, I can give them +5 move. Is it +3 move for the Relentless Discipline? Isn't it +3 move? I've not played fucking AOS in a few weeks. Can you tell? Battle traits. There we go. Oh, 2. I can add 4. You can add 4-inch move to them, so they can move 8 inches. That's fucking crazy. All day, every day, baby. All day, every day. Pick a friendly non-unique monster in, but not leading a regiment to be the unit's honor guard. That unit can ignore the effects of battle damage. In addition, add 1 to hit rolls if it's tagged attacks made by the honor guard. That's great. They're both really good. They're both really good. Wowzer. Okay. Exciting time. And we've got updates to Spearhead. Let's be honest, chat. If you play Spearhead, you enjoy it, but not many people play. There's quite a few changes, obviously, in points. I'm not going to go through everything, but they do show the points difference, which is cool. The main ones I'm interested in are Iron Jaws and Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Because they're the 2 armies I've got. And Maggot King, I guess. I haven't played Maggot King yet. You know, the game's been out 6 months. I've not played one of my armies. I'm a full-time YouTuber for Warhammer, and I still haven't played one of my army in a game. Maggot King, let's have a look. Oh, someone's at the door. BRB chat. It might be the Boiler Man, I don't know. Chat, the Boiler Man arrived. Chat, the Boiler Man arrived. He said he's coming after. He said he's coming between 12 and 2. It's not even 12. I don't know how long he's going to be here. Get to boil. They don't know I'm a streamer. So I'm not sure what to do. What I might do is I might do GSE tomorrow, if that's all right. If you don't mind. Just because I don't know. It could be 5 minutes, could be in there an hour. Does he not know you're a famed journalist? I don't think so. I said I don't know how long this is gonna go. I don't know what he needs access to, so I'm gonna have to go, I'm afraid. So when I come back tomorrow, I'll do GSC and the new one. Gonna run a piss up in a brewery. Shut the fuck up. Alright? I fucking I said come at 2. It's 5 to 12. So I'm gonna go. So thanks for watching, really appreciate it. And I will chair stream. It could be like a fucking 40 minutes, it could be an hour, I don't know. Did you make sure you flip the solenoid? What? You're not missing much. GSE fighting T-Sun's detachment rankings. That's fair. Right, I'm going to do both tomorrow anyway. Okay, so back at like 12 tomorrow. All right. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. See you. Love you. Bye. Bye.